One championship, a really outstanding mix of all different types of styles, combat sports, and one of their just unbelievable talents inside when he fights, but also a good human being as well. He's just a good ambassador and an outstanding fighter, for one. And Aung La, he trains here in South Florida at Killcliff FC under direction of Henry Hooft and Greg Jones, and a just tremendous talent, tremendous coaching. And last year one had its U.S. debut in Denver, sold out, just really cool mix of talents and just abilities. And Aung La had a fight there, and he's on a 3-fight win streak. He won last year there. One championship is coming back to Denver. They're going to be at Ball Arena on September 6th, a Friday. Should be another action-packed card. He's on it as well. He's fighting Erdogan from Turkey. This should be an outstanding matchup. There's so many good matchups on the card. Thank you so much, Aung La. I just want you to talk about coming back to Colorado, one championship. That event last year sold out, massive event, and now coming back this year and being a part of all this.
I'm super excited. I've been training super hard for this. I prepared really well, and I'm coming to the end of my camp. I got my tickets for my flight to Denver for next Wednesday. It's becoming real. You know, it's been over a year since I fought, but now it's getting real. I'm getting dreams of it, of the fight. I'm going into this tunnel vision for this fight. So I can't wait. And I promise you guys, it's going to be a banger of a fight.
It's interesting because obviously in America, internationally too, but UFC, and then you have PFL joining forces with Bellator, and they're doing both things there. One championship has been based in Singapore, outstanding in the far west, in the far east. I'm curious though, it's coming to America. It's been in America. It's being seen in America. The WBD, which is TBS, TNT, those networks here have shown one championship in the past. So it is starting to get some legs here in America. How important was it last year to have that big event in Denver? And then how important is it to have another one?
Yeah, it's very important. You know, we've been in Asian soil for most of the promotional events, and it was the first time in the U.S. soil, and I believe we put on a great show, right? You have the grappling, you have the mixed martial arts, and you have the Muay Thai in 4-ounce gloves, and you also have the kickboxing, you know, to showcase the array of mixed martial arts. So it was a coming out party for one championship, but now we're gonna put on more shows in the United States, and I'm looking forward to one championship, you know, showing their talent from around the world. And I just, you know, it's gonna be a great year for all of us.
One name we know is Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson, and he was just incredible trilogy of matches with Adriano Moraes, and that was featured on a few of the one championship cards. Yeah. And last year in Denver, that was a huge event as well, huge matchup. And I'm curious because now that one is getting its foot in the U.S. door, and they've been on the West Coast. I know you've been an East Coast guy because you're living in South Florida, and you're down this way. What are your thoughts of expansion? Is it too early yet to even think about that, of even moving more toward the East Coast of Florida and having something on this side?
Well, the next show after that in November is going to be in Atlanta. You know, it's East Coast, and you know, Atlanta's got a massive following for one championship as well as for Muay Thai, and they're going to be showcasing a lot of the Muay Thai fights. So, you know, it's kind of early, but I would like to be on that card as well, you know.
He wants to be on all the cards. He's going to fight on all the cards, especially in the U.S.
Yeah, the U.S. So.
Aung La, hey, you've been a 2-division champion. Very rare in any combat sport. You did it with middleweight and light heavyweight. And I'm curious for you, is that either or even both again? I don't know. but is a goal for you now to be a champion again? Is it just really just going out and giving good fights? But is the goal as being a champion again?
Of course. Like at middleweight, I feel like I'm like one of the best in the world at middleweight. So I want to make sure uh, the goal is to become champion again at middleweight and stay middleweight and put on some great shows for the fan and keep improving as a mixed martial artist so that I can give this knowledge and this experience back to the next generation of fighters, you know?
And what do you like about Kill Clip FC? I know there you are training there, but you also help other fighters there. Also, it's a very nice culture there. I remember being there one time and you had brought food there and we're sharing with your fellow components there and all that are there at Kill Clip FC and just sharing and talking and just trying to make it a family. I'm curious for you, your thoughts of that and the atmosphere that you like to bring.
Yeah, it's a culture, you know. Kill Clip is no egos. Everybody work together with each other. There's a great bond and brotherhood. You know, the Muslims will have, you know, their prayers there. Like me as a Christian will bring food and we'll have like Bible studies there. You know, it's a great community, but we train hard. Like we beat the brakes out of each other, but at the same time, we have this good humble like brotherhood, loving brotherhood, you know.
What is it like for you to when you're not competing, but you're watching your brothers and sisters that are fighting at other shows, whether you're watching on the streaming, on the TV, or even there in person? What
Yeah,
are your thoughts?
I get nervous for them, you know. I get more nervous than it is for my own fight, you know. When I especially when I'm cornering the guys that are close to me, the guys that I train with, the guys that I've been working with, when I watch them fight, I get nervous, you know, really nervous. But I need to do better and I need to be a little bit better at that instance, you know, because at the end of the day, this is our job. This is what we do, you know. But I get really nervous before my friends fight.
And then, particularly for this fight coming up, one championship. It's going to be in Denver, September 6th at Ball Arena. Huge event. You'll be able to see it as well. So it'll be streaming. It'll be out there. So it'll be cool. I'm curious for you, preparing for this fight. Who have you worked with for this fight? Who's going to be in your corner out in Colorado for this fight?
So in my corner, it's going to be Garrett Fostick, who's a college wrestler, and I'll be working with Henry Hoof, you know, my head coach. And then for this camp, I've been working with a lot of guys. Muhammad was one of the guys. He's got great wrestling. He's fighting this weekend. I also train with Jerome Marshart, who's also competing this weekend. A lot of good wrestlers, a lot of good grapplers. Another like another kid from Dagestan that's really good. He's like 8-0, really good grappling as well. So a lot of good guys, you know, a lot of good guys, a lot of good bodies. AJ, AJ was also one of my training partners, and AJ fights on the same weekend as well. So yeah, a lot of good group of guys.
It's amazing. National, international. It's just what a great unit over there at Kill Clip FC and what a great facility as well in Deerfield Beach in South Florida. It's really just been an awesome growth process there. And I'll let you go with this. I'm curious because Aung La, just you have done so much in your life and so much more to do. And a couple things that I'm curious about is in Myanmar and Burma, you can expand on this too. Just I know you are a humble person. I know that, and I know others tell me that too. But they have a statue that they had a big ceremony for you and have a statue just because of the inspiring person that you are. How did that make you feel to have that done and see that and what it means to you?
Yeah. I mean, I don't like it because it gives a lot of pressure, you know. But at the end of the day, it's like it tells me that I need to give back to society, you know, the Myanmar society, and I need to make a positive, be a positive role model for the next generation, and I need to uplift the people there. And it's for me, it's like It's pressure, but a good pressure. It motivates me to be better. It motivates me to be um to go back one day and to give back to the people there. You know, right now we're going through hard times right now in Myanmar with the war that's happening there, the civil war that's happening there. It's an ongoing civil war, the longest civil war in human history, right? Like 70 over 70 years of civil war. So like I pray that it ends soon, but when if it does, when it does, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna give back every knowledge that I have back to the people back home.
Aung La, thank you for your time. U.S. second time in the U.S. 168 Denver. You'll be a big part of it. Then Atlanta after. So moving toward the East Coast.
Let's
Awesome. That's awesome. If you're on that card, if you're not, hopefully you will be. But if not, it's still going to be awesome to have it in Atlanta. And also, Aung La, thank you so much. All the best.
Thank you so much, James. Thank you so much. Always good seeing you, brother. Take care. Stay safe. Stay healthy, James. Take care of yourself, brother.